mwafunga leero ekimanyi nga sente tetiriyo tetunafuta tolinawo siina yadde enkeera genda naye tusaaliddwa nnyo ng'eggwanga era njagala okutwala okusaasira kwange ku famire ya General Tumwine n'eggwanga lyonna. Tufiiriddwa munaffe omulwanyi Namige freedom fighter era eggwanga lyonna tuli mu kiyongobero olw'omulwanyi waffe era amanyiddwa yaleeta gavumenti eno eri mu buyinza y'omu abantu 27 abasooka mu nsiko baleeta gavumenti eno eya movement mu buyinza. N'olwekyo tufiiriddwa nnyo ng'eggwanga era njagala kusaasira eggwanga lyonna olw'okufiigwa munaffe. Naye nina ekintu kyemuyigiddeko General Tumwine nti General Tumwine abadde omuntu ayogera ekimuli ku mutima. Manyi politics ennaku zino zaayonooneka, omuntu ayogera kiri naye nga ku mutima ayinako kino. Abadde ayogera exactly ekimuli ku mutima, oba okitwala mu bulungi oba tekikubuulikika bulungi, naye General Tumwine bwetyo bw'abadde. Abadde omusajja nga tatiirira ggwanga, nga yayogera amazima. Waliwo ebigambo bye yayogera awo emayoga n'agamba bannange omuntu alina okuritayalinga, yabyogera wano ne tulowooza Tumwine si ye yandigambye nti omuntu akule aritayalinga agenda akola ebirala. Naye Burudire omusajja yavaayo n'agamba mune n'agamba waayi tusaavinzeeko ekimala tuwumule. Kati oyo omusajja okubanga ennaku zino tetukyamulaba kitukubye nnyo encukwe era kitukosezza era kituyisiza bubi ng'eggwanga okufiga omuntu ekalizima, omuntu abadde ayagala eggwanga lye, mulwanyi ng'ayogera ekintu ekituufu naawe kyolaba nga kyekyo. N'olwekyo Abannayuganda ne famire ya General Tumwine tubasaasira ffe, nange mbasaasira ku lwa constituency gyenkiikirira eya Lubabu. Njagala kusaasira naye Katonda akatusabe amuwumuze mirembe. Yes, we want to extend our condolence to the family of the bereaved General Tumwine and the whole nation at large. We have lost a freedom fighter, a person of charisma. We are aware that General Tumwine is one of the few guerrillas who went into the bush to come and liberate Uganda. Now we have lost him, and we are saddened because the nation has lost a person whom we cannot replace. And what I have learned from General Tumwine is a man who would speak what he has at heart. He would boldly tell you and candidly would discuss with you whether what he's saying is not good for you, for your ears, but he would say it, and he would say exactly what he feels. So we have lost that very person. We remember just recently he said that dictatorship is not good. He told his colleague that's right, that when you are leading, you consult and you would lead with knowledge from the old circles of the nation. So if a man of that character is gone, then it puts us very far as a nation, as a parliament, as people of Rubabu, as people of Rukunjiri. We are so saddened to have lost our freedom fighter, and we extend our condolence to the family. Thank you.
Even said when someone is getting old, he should retire.
Yeah, he said he's known to have told the President Museveni that Ngamba Nyenka ayenga mabi. He told him boldly that Ngamba Nyenka, meaning that if you are a dictator, you are not consulting other people. So a person who would say that, we would expect such words from other people apart from Tumwine. But he boldly said it, and candidly, and I think his colleague picked a leaf from his statement. So we have lost him, and we are still saddened. We are continuing to mourn, and we pray that God receives his soul and he rests in eternal peace. Thank you.
It is a sad day.
Very, very sad indeed. As the country received the demise of General Eli Tumwine, We are all aware that the late General Eli Tumwine served as a member of the Uganda People's Defense Forces in Parliament, representing them. We are also aware that the late Honorable General Eli Tumwine was part and partial of the revolutionary movement that fought and rescued Uganda under the National Resistance Movement and the army. We will remember him as an accomplished soldier, a professional soldier, a member of parliament that represented the UPDF, a revolutionary fighter of the National Resistance Movement, a gentleman who served his country with dedication, a family man, a father, but above all, a nationalist, a compatriot, and a patriot.
Which kind of Uganda would did the late General Eli Tumwine envisage?
He envisaged, in my opinion, a free society where civilian authority reigns supreme. The role of the military is to protect the territorial borders, and I am confident that by the time of his demise, he had achieved his dreams, his aspirations, his interest, and more importantly, the justification why he was part of the revolutionary movement that fought to rescue the people of Uganda from dictatorship.
When we talk about promoting human rights, what contribution would you share with the public did the late leave behind?
First of all, he sacrificed his life for you and me, the civilian authority, because a soldier is like a shield in protecting us, in protecting the country, in protecting the fundamental rights and freedoms of the people of Uganda. Because as a soldier, you defend your country, you defend your countrymen and women. And in doing that, it is through personal sacrifices. By the time he made a choice to join the army, he was ready to fight for the fundamental rights and freedoms of the people of Uganda. I believe as UPDF representative, he will also be remembered as one of those who participated in the promulgation of the 1995 Constitution that has Chapter 4 on fundamental human rights and freedoms, has the longest chapter in our national constitution.
Thank you, Honorable. For us who have virtually grown up with Eli Tumwine, I knew him very vividly in 1979 when we came on the wave of victory against the regime of murder and terror. And he was a young man recruited under FRONASA. And when we were mobilizing the population to accept, to welcome, to embrace what we called Moshi spirit, the spirit of oneness, the spirit of patriotism, of independence, of democracy. Tumwine was a young man, clearly in the forefront of the youth of the time that welcomed us as a Uganda Liberation Front. Consequently, the rest is history. He joined the army, he went to the bush, he's credited for the first shot as a member of parliament, and to be an artist has a sense of creativity, and he appreciated music. Eli was an accomplished gentleman, accomplished soldier, accomplished patriot. But I miss him also on a personal note, because I'm a cattle breeder. The bull, a breeding bull in my kraal of historical long-horned cattle of Ankole, especially the category of cattle that were left by the Bachwezi. That bull is rare and is in my cows, a breeding bull from Eli Tumwine, who gave it to me. So you can imagine how saddened I must be as an individual, and how saddened the country must be for the tremendous transformation that has taken place in social, economic, and political sense with the Tumwine's contribution, which will be missed.
Looking at or dwelling into the promotion or protection of human rights in Uganda, how best would you describe him, especially during the last elections and the time when he was presiding officer in the Ministry of Security?
I was the Minister of Justice and Constitutional Affairs, and I want the country to know, in science, there is cause and effect. I myself, I was in the official car during the riots of 18th November, and a guy hurled a stone on my car, shattered the screen, clearly aiming at hurting me. And indeed he saw I was not hurt, so he picked another one. But at that nick of time, the police patrol came and the man took off. So what people really don't appreciate, suppose I had shot that guy. Suppose I shot him as he was picking a second stone. Suppose I shot him. Yeah, the minister would be accused of violating human rights. But if you look at the cause and effect, Eli Tumwine, whichever reaction is criticized in the public, it was provoked. And once it is provoked, it is a cause and effect. If you address the effect without looking at the underlying cause, you have missed a point. Eli Tumwine, who put his own life on line, was the champion of human rights, but clearly in preventing the violation of human rights, sometimes you violate the human rights.
I guess that I can't